because you always just got to attack it when like defenders.
I think it's like.
We didn't even get a chance to breathe, and apparently Bruno G's picked up an injury, pursuing Julian Álvarez, and apparently we've obviously, you know, made some progress towards signing a striker. Smash the like button, get comfortable, and let's go over everything. Last season was magical, but that's the past now. We need to do this again in 2027. Big up to you lot around the world that I shared these videos and these moments with day in, day out. And obviously, you know, at the end of last season, how great it was, but it can't be one and done. We need to do it again. These images need to become, you know, part of our DNA. Like, we need to be doing this a lot more of the time. Like, some of you were on the Mikel Arteta art thing. You don't know I've been a Mikel Arteta apologist. I admittedly, you know, this is almost a surreal image to see Stan and Josh like this. I never thought we'd get here under your ownership and the fans would take to you. So before we carry on, apparently Stan and Josh, really it's probably just Josh and ChatGPT, have spoken before the Coventry game, in which the last time we played Coventry, before my time, I think we lost. So God forbid. Holding the trophy at Selhurst Park was a special moment, but what made it magical was sharing that joy with our supporters. From North London to the world, we witnessed celebrations that transcended borders, cultures, and generations. Facts, and it was again that's articulated perfect. That's what I mean by either on YouTube here, with part of the family, or when I've met you lot out and about, and belonging to the Arsenal family around the world. People came together to revel in the happiness, reminding us of our unique power to bring pride, inspiration, and belonging to the Arsenal family around the world. Sunday, May 31st, Parade Day, was the shot in the arm needed the day after the disappointment of missing out on the UEFA Champions League trophy in Budapest. It was one of those rare occasions few people are fortunate enough to experience in life, and we are so grateful to everyone who made it possible. Our team at Arsenal worked tirelessly to make it happen, while our local council and emergency services helped to make it's safe and memorable for supporters who line the street. You know what? Yeah, you have to big up the actual, not necessarily the council, but the workers, man. The people them cleaning up the streets, making sure people are safe, not fed. But you get it. So big up everyone and big up all of you lot. And we have to big up God because, you know, again, big up you lot around the world. But I met some of you that flew to England. Like I met a guy from India, China, bare different things. Or whether you're local, it's a blessing that we came together and we got home with no issues in it. So facts. Everyone else played their part in creating a day that will live with us for a lifetime. The parade was more than a celebration of a title-winning season. It was an entire community coming together around a shared love of Arsenal. Our community fuels our team, and our team inspires our community. They sustain each other. There's no greater source of pride than seeing that bond grow stronger here in N5 and across the world. While we will cherish the memories of last season, our focus is now on building on our success this season and beyond. Champions don't stand still. They evolve and keep moving forward. Mikel Merino, Martin Zubimendi, and David Raya and live that spirit this summer, moving from the challenge of a tough season to help Spain win the World Cup. Congratulations to them. We're all proud of their achievement. That winning momentum continued at the weekend with a win against Manchester City in the FA Community Shield on an enjoyable day in Cardiff. And now we want to take that into the season ahead, which starts tonight. Evolution can mean tough decisions in the pursuit of progress. We've already said fond farewells in recent weeks to Leandro Trossard, big him up, Christian Norgard, big him up, Jacob Kivior, one love, Carl Hein, Rosa Kafaji, Jenna Nightswanger, forgive me for mispronunciations, and Layla Harbert. We wish them all more success as they take the next step in their careers and thank them for their memorable contributions they made to the club. Elite sport is defined by the finest margins, and now the goal is to win more trophies, sustain success. Success is one of the greatest challenges in sport, and it is one we embrace with determination and ambition. We are working hard to make that happen in a number of ways. We welcome our new academy director, Pascal Dimashlak, I can't pronounce that, forgive me, to Arsenal this month. Pascal's appointment reflects our commitment to building one of the world's best academies, ensuring the best young players are in the best environment to fulfill their potential. We've also strengthened our squads with some exciting additions. Bruno Gomares, Christos Zolis, Ilan Millier have joined our men's team. Piero Hincapie's loan move became permanent at the start of summer. We've also welcomed Georgia Stanway, Ola Patil, Selena Shirky, Coraldine Retilia, Lisa Blum, Isabella Dam and Misa Rodriguez to our women's teams. Again, people, I've butchered their names. You have to forgive me, man. I ain't heard them. I hear it once, it can lock in. Another key ingredient is sustained success is the strength of partnerships. And we're delighted to have renewed one of the most recognizable and enduring relationships in sport with Emirates. We thank Emirates for their support over the past 2 decades. We're excited to start writing the new chapter of our story together. Emirates Stadium is been the stage for so many incredible moments in the last 20 years. We know many more lie ahead in our North London home, beginning tonight with the visit of Coventry for our first league game of the season. We congratulate the Sky Blues on the success they too enjoyed last season. It's good to see them back in the Premier League after 25 years. And while they've been to the Emirates Stadium in the League Cup and FA Cup, this is their first trip here in the Premier League. We're excited for everything that lies ahead, and we thank you, our Arsenal family, those here tonight and those tuning in around the globe, for your continued loyalty and support. We hope at the end of the season we'll be celebrating wildly together again and going one, in brackets, or more better across our teams. Come on, everybody, from the men's to the galley to the kids, bring it home to, I don't even know, man. Bro, the little kids that are doing GCSEs, anything Arsenal related, we need to top it. But now we can get serious. Bruno G has picked up an injury and could be out for a few weeks, reports Luke Edwards. And I can't lie, there's a lot of salty articles in general coming out about Bruno G. People can't take it that people want us. You love all these guys. They want to sign for us. Now, there are some credible people on social media saying he's not in the match they scored against Coventry. He should be back for Aston Villa, people, in which I hope Declan Rice has clocked in for his shift, innit? Now, Fabrizio Romano has spoken about Julian Álvarez. Would you lot still pursue this guy? Would you not? I like his ability, but I'm sorry, like, stop pursuing guys that don't want to sign for our club and they want to sign for Barcelona. And as much as I think Julian Álvarez is quality, this isn't going to make sense, but he's not that good for all of this noise, if that makes sense. Like, he's quality, but like, for all of this, if it was João Mao, Lionel Messi, I'd hear it, innit? Arsenal have made contact with Atletico Madrid to discuss about Julian Álvarez, including a direct meeting in London with Atletico director Matteo Alami. However, Atletico's asking price is currently considered too high. Some say we've offered 120, 130, they want 150. While Julian has shown no interest in moving to England so far, with his priority remaining Barcelona, Arsenal have nevertheless made their move. There are some articles that say he's on going to Arsenal, but he's got reservations owing to family members and visas and things like that. If you believe that, then that's you lot, people. So yeah, Romano has basically said the same thing, that there's been contact between Arsenal and Atletico for Julian Álvarez. Arsenal wanted to understood the conditions of the deal. We'll have to see if Alvarez opens the door to Arsenal. It does feel like the bridges are getting burnt at Atletico Madrid, people. Konsa will wear number 15, as you can see there. Julian Álvarez, if you believe this, is open to joining Arsenal, but has significant reservations. Arsenal are willing to offer 120 million euros for the player, while Atletico Madrid want 150 million euros. Alvarez will decide his future today, with Barcelona now out of the running. Now, simultaneously, Barcelona's sporting director Deco apparently is on a flight to Portugal to hash it out with Sporting Lisbon with Luis Diaz, people. Big up hand of Arsenal. He has said Konsa announcement soon, possible unveiling at the game today, pre-game or half-time. Welcome to Arsenal. Big up hand of Arsenal and all the guys that do what they're doing. Oh, well, welcome to Arsenal. As you can see there, people, Konsa has officially signed. Has it gone on Arsenal.com? Perfect timing to be making this video. Hey. Perfect timing. And he played at Wanstead. Oh, yeah, he's an East Londoner, innit? Crazy. Let's see what the big man has said himself, people. Hey, we got this bare England player. Saka's just signing these boys, innit? Welcome, my brother. That's a nice watch. Welcome. Big up Dumberto. Welcome, man. Welcome. Big up Aston Villa and Newcastle, but we just take your players, man. Same way. Number 15. Anyone remember any other number 15s for the Arsenal? Okay, these are there's 42 of them. Okay, well, we can look at all of them, innit? Sorry if I'm clicking bare fast, but fair play. Okay, he's done his media thing. It's a bit surreal that we signed him and Bruno. What has the man himself said? I want to keep on winning. I'm super excited. It's a privilege to be here and I can't wait to get started. I want to keep winning. I'm hungry to win. That's what I'm here for. It's a proud moment for me and my family to play for one of the world's biggest teams. What has he said? They said it's very enjoyable. Obviously, he knows Eze, Declan Rice, Bukayo, Noni Madueke. They said it's very enjoyable. They said I'll enjoy it. I've got a good relationship and I'm looking forward to training with them and playing with them. And then he said, people, I think it was a couple of years ago with England. We did some 1v1 sessions, me against him. And yeah, I gave him a good test. I take a lot of pride in defending. I love defending. So to hear that praise from him is nice. That's obviously owing to Saka talking about how difficult he is to beat 1v1. Ezri has come up against us on 14 different occasions and had nothing but praise for what he's seen from our defensive unit. The chemistry they have, they all want to defend for each other. The love they have for defending, they love keeping the ball at the net, which is what you have to do as a defender. But I just love the way they are together. What they've built over the past few years has been special. He can play right back, he can play centre back. And to be fair, he's better on the ball than I gave him credit for. And at the time of making this video, today, later, people, I've done a tactical analysis video on Konsa, provided it passes the checks on YouTube. You get it, you will be having that, people. So yeah, I like to build up from the back. I like to have a lot of the ball. It's Mikel's style. And from what I've seen from games, it's the same way the defenders here play. So hopefully I can add a little more. Like the way you're talking. It's good being versatile. I can do both jobs, right back and centre back. But for me, ultimately, wherever the manager wants to put me, I'll always do a job and do my best. Fair play. That's what I'm here for. Hungry for more. I've had a taste of it last season with the Europa League. I want to go for it all. I'm very proud of my time at Aston Villa. Very grateful for what they did for me in my career. Joining them as a boy and left as a man. I'm excited to get going at Arsenal. Can't wait to get started. Now, Villa's been ransacked in it and they just won the Europa League. They've, qualified for the Champions League. They've been doing their thing. They've been everything's been wrong for Villa. It's a bit like Newcastle. The project's done in it, in which Emery's good at rebuilding. Onana's out for the season. When he comes back, his brethren Telemans has cut to Man United. Konsa's gone to Arsenal. Morgan Rogers has gone to Chelsea. Luka Dean's gone to PSG. So when you remove all of that, I say that to say this. He's got 2 years left on his deal. Show no willingness to sign a new deal based on what we read by The Athletic. A bit like Bruno G. This was a pivotal summer when you get beyond all of that to get top money, in which they've had a good couple years out of him. When he was at Brentford, they probably made us a sizable profit. Allegedly, they wanted 60 million. We've given them 51 million plus an extra 4 in add-on. So what's that? 55. So just 5 million short. We obviously have fantastic depth anyways, but we get a player that adds to that fantastic depth. And when everybody's fit, I would love our depth to just revolve around the conversations of, oh my God, who's going to play? How's Arteta do it? Unfortunately, we have depth because our team's going to be tested. So now maybe there's not we're not forcing Saliba to get back and we can kind of ease him in. We can maybe ease our way with Mascara learning the tricks and trades. At right back with Ben White, if he gets injured, we're not as scared. And obviously Timber's a few weeks away. So I think this is a good signing, man. I think to be fair, the more I've done analysis and the more I've deeped it and pondered and reasoned, it's a much better signing than I give it credit for. And maybe it hasn't sunk in, man, but we're doing the Alex Ferguson thing, in my opinion. Like, we're taking the best of the rest. Konsa and Bruno G, they're two of the best players playing for two of the best teams outside the traditional top 4, top 6, whatever. We've taken them. We're doing what needs to be done. So I'm here for it. But I've always felt bullish about our defenders and our whole ethos around defending. And I still do. Konsa adds to that. I do feel that with midfield. Obviously, Bruno G's added to that. Now, Zolis is added to the attacking ranks, but I think there's more questions than answers. And what would really cap off this summer would be another left winger in addition to Zolis, people. And I want to ask you, look, with Zolis, you could say Millier, big him up, and Hincapié technically because he's been made permanent. But primarily, Konsa, Bruno G, Zolis, what do you give our transfer window so far out of 10 in terms of incomings, outgoings, what we've done, what we're not doing, what you hoped for, etc., etc.? Apparently, Arsenal could be signing a striker, though, because we're closing in on signing Igor Tejon, 18 from Blackburn. Standard Sport understands. Arsenal will pay up to 1 million up front with a further 2 million in add-ons. A formal announcement is expected to be made very early next week. He's expected to be given senior minutes this season in the cup games and whatnot. And again, I like this. Again, we've got the youth from Liverpool. We've got my man coming in now. We've got the guy that's coming in from Crystal Palace. We've got the Ecuadorian twins. We've got the guy coming from Ireland who's playing senior football. If these guys all make it in the first team, Bob's your uncle. But if they go on great loan spells or they're good but not quite good enough for us and we make a 10, a 15, a 20 million here and get better at player trading, volume trading, players that are actually attractive to other clubs, because Jesus, Nelson, Fabio Vieira, for one reason or not, you're still here. Long term, that helps us because then obviously it helps with a self-financing model. You get where I'm going, innit? So like, if you were to make, let's just say him and someone else was sold for 40 million each, that's an extra 80 million we might be able to put on our transfer kitty. And then maybe one day when we go for the Viniciuses and these kind of man, we might be able to get there, even though we were probably going to front up the cash anyways, but it wasn't to happen. Stuff like this puts it into perspective. Max Dowman has got his GCSEs. Crazy works. I keep thinking, sounds dumb, but I forgot the man's 16. I'm tired of the whole Alvarez stuff, but Atletico Madrid have made a turn on their position of Julian Alvarez and have agreed to enter into negotiations for a transfer, but with a very clear condition, not to Barcelona, but to Arsenal. Alvarez is not keen on the idea and remains intent on signing for Barcelona. I ain't trying to hear none of that anymore, if I'm brutally honest, man. Like, let me see what the other people them are saying, man. So yeah, Konsa big him up. Bruno's picked up a knock. Direct contact took place between Arsenal and Atletico Madrid over Alvarez. Price currently too high and the player prefers to move to Barcelona. Let's just pack that up then now, man. Let's leave it alone. Ironically, Konsa's debut could come against Aston Villa. I have made a video on this, but Arsenal did make a formal pre-contract offer to sign Georgia under-21s international Andrea Bartishvili, people. There was contact between Inter Milan and Gabriel Martinelli's entourage, allegedly. And you're staying. What's that other account? I always forget. Big up all of these accounts that, you know, recycle the news so that we can all have it in one place. That's the one. Yeah, I forgot his name. But yeah, there's anything else? Really anything else? Should we type in Julian Álvarez for the sake of it, folks? And see what comes up. I thought that was Arsenal still. I'm not going to lie when David Ornstein done that. Alvarez has some doubts, but he is now a little more open to returning to the Premier League. For now, Arsenal have not submitted an official offer. However, he will not be joining Barcelona. So everybody's adding their own little twang and spin on it. So it depends. It all depends where you want your copium and hopium. Arsenal's project is extremely tempting for Julian Álvarez, but visa restrictions preventing his family from being with him as much as they'd like are a key factor, as was the case during his time at Man City. That makes Arsenal less viable. So again, people, even if you were to sign him, how long before he gets cold feet and I want to go to Barcelona anyways? Like, if he was to sign for us, we win the Premier and the champs and he cuts out, great, but might as well leave this alone, man. For what it's worth, Deco has travelled to Lisbon as Barcelona pushed to sign a new number 9. They got one pre-season, isn't it? But they got one Egyptian lad that is moving like an Egyptian Harlem. When I'm watching the highlights, he's not the most glamorous, but I believe I think you can obviously improve finishing, you can improve movement and anticipation and all of these things. But beyond that, I do think strikers are born. I do think whether you're a striker like Lukaku, Gyökeres, who else is there? Kevin Phillips, whether you're a target man, a number 9, a fox in the box, not that there's really that anymore, a false 9 that can get goals. I think you're born with the ability to score goals, like to just smell goals. Like, you know them strikers that they stick, even to be fair, Gyökeres, like near post is a tapping, far post is a tapping. They're scoring with their ears, they're getting headers, they just know how to score goals, people. So yeah, man, I'm waffling now. So let me let you lot get out of here, man. Don't forget to join me at 7 p.m, people. We're defending our Premier League trophy, people. 1 game down, regardless what happens. 37 to go, man. It's a bit weird how, as much as we love Arsenal and the players, don't you find football weird, people, in that 11 strangers week in, week out are going to dictate our mood? But football's a simple game. At the end, Arsenal win.